What did you do to this?
I didn't do anything to it.
Yes, you did. It's now crooked, and I can't get it to go straight.
I mean, I put my phone into it. Do you want to come downstairs with me? You already took him out to eat once, right?
No.
No, you didn't. Okay. Do you want to run out and pee real quick? Come here. Here.
It's like that, and it won't go. And if I turn it back to loosen it, hi guys, good morning. It falls out. No, that's not how it goes. It needs to go horizontal.
Vertical?
That is vertical. It needs to go horizontal.
Your phone needs to be vertical, is what you're saying.
Yes. Okay, that's fine. If it's tight. Yeah, okay. Morning, morning. Hi, everybody. Woo. Wait. Doing the wrong thing. Okay, sorry. Technical difficulties with Instagram here this morning. But now we are ready to go. Okay, cool. Welcome, guys. Welcome to boot camp. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, Allie. Excuse me. All right, so guys, boot camp. My name's Amelia. Welcome. We'll get started here right away. You do not need any equipment for our boot camp this morning, just body weight. And then if you want a towel or something to use while we're on the floor. And yeah, we will get started here. Let's adjust that camera down and rock and roll. And guys, since this is boot camp, a freestyle format, I will not have music playing on my end, which assuming y'all probably know now, but just in case somebody new is joining. You guys feel free to put on whatever you got, crank up whatever gets you motivated, whatever gets you moving this morning. Because it's going to be quiet over here. All right, let me try and adjust this. I don't know why. There we go, that's a little bit better. Sorry the Instagram camera is crooked, guys. All right, everybody. So let's get warmed up. So as you're ready, just start a nice easy jog on the spot. Relax the upper body. Soft through the knees. You can lift the heels to the back. You can lift the knees to the front. You can march. You can just kind of shake it out. Just something to get your body moving and start to get that heart rate lifted this morning. Woo. And we're going to be here for just about 60 seconds. We want to give the body a nice easy warm up for our aerobic training this morning. We don't have to go too hard, too fast, because we got time to move into it. Ooh, I don't know what it means, but like as I'm jogging here, I can actually feel whatever that muscle is. All right, guys, about 10 more seconds. Your favorite, yep. All right, guys, now switch it up. Lean back, start to bring the knees up to the front. High knee run, again, still just warm up. Don't have to go too crazy, don't have to go too hard. If you don't want to run, march it down. Try to start to engage through the core. Use that lower part of the abs to lift the knees up towards the chest. About 10 more seconds on this one. Woo. You can stay on one spot, you can move, you can go however you want to go. All right, guys, next up we have inchworms. So reach the hands up high, roll down through the spine, brace the belly as you walk forward. Push up if you want to take a push up or just settle in that strong plank. And then walk the hands back and roll up tall. So make sure you tuck the chin first as you start to move down the body. Keep the shoulders, torso even as you move out to plank, and then walk back. And so we're getting a little bit of mobility training in our warm-up. I want you guys to try and keep your legs straight as you walk out to that inchworm. If you can't, it's okay, but just try and push that bend a little bit. so you feel a stretch through the back of your legs. And if you want to take a pause and hold that stretch, it's all good. Your workout. Move how you need to move. All right, everybody take one more inchworm, and then we're going to stay on the floor, and we're going to hit push-ups. So knees, toes, kneeling, however you want to move this morning. Press the thumb and forefinger into the floor. Keep the torso long and straight. And it's nice and easy, still the warm-up. So again, if you need to bring the knees down, bring the knees down. If you need to switch and come to tabletop, knees under hips, hands right below shoulders, all levels, all good. All right, guys, next up, lift up the knees. Everybody come to a plank, and we've got mountain climbers. And we're going to start slow in this warm-up because I want you to focus on range. Trying to get your knees in close to your chest. And you should spread the fingertips, push the palms strong into the floor, lift up and away. All right, guys, now switch it and take the knees to the outside of the elbows. So a Spider-Man plank or spider plank. I don't know which it is. I guess both technically work. All right, guys, come on up to stand. One last move in this warm-up. We're going to sink down into a squat, step back to a lunge, back to that squat, and stand. Squat, switch legs, lunge back, squat, and stand. Now you can take this pace however you need to, however you want to. You can go fast, whoops. You can go slow. You can forget what combo you're doing if you're teaching the class. When we step back into the lunge, guys, we're still aiming for 90-90, torsos lifted. So by staying in that squat, as we transition in and out of the lunge, we're going to load the muscles a little faster to get them warm a little quicker. Five more seconds. All right, and hold. All right, guys, our first round of the first round of the workout is going to get us moving quickly and is going to get the heart rate up. We've got a little bit of a cardio kicker at the beginning just to shake things up. So what we have is a 50 rep challenge. We've got 7 minutes to knock it out. If you make it before 7 minutes, you get to pause, you get to do a little recovery. If you don't, all good, we just work right up until the end. So our 5 moves in our 50 rep challenge. First, jumping jacks. We do 10 jump jacks. Then we do 10 high knees. Right and left is 1. Then we come to the floor, do 10 push-ups. You can set up narrow for your tricep push-ups. You can take the hands a little wider. Those are your 2 choices that I'm going to give you today. So tricep push-ups are a little bit wider, and we want those elbows 45 degrees down from the shoulder, driving towards the back corners. And then you're going to roll onto your back, 10 C-crunch. Knees and chest coming towards the middle. So again, we are going 10 of each of those 5 moves, and then we are doing 5 rounds through those 5 moves. 7 minutes total. Again, if you hit 5 before we get to 7 minutes, you get to pause. If you're still working, it's all good. Do it at your own pace. Let's get our timer started. 7 minutes. In 3, 2, too many, and 1. Start. So again, guys, 7 minutes. First move is 10 jump jacks. This isn't working. 10 jump jacks. There we go. 10 jump jacks, then 10 high knees. Then 10 high knees. Right and left is 1. Then come to the floor. 10 push-ups. on your back for 10 C crunches. I just realized I said 5 moves. It's not, it's only 4. So 4 moves, 10 reps, 5 rounds, 50 reps of each. As you take that C crunch, make sure the lower body is moving from the hips to draw the low abs in. Then when you're done, come back up, back to the jumping jacks. Then 10 high knees. Really go for height here, guys. Then to the floor, 10 push-ups. Again, 3 levels, knees, toes, or kneeling. So if you're taking the tabletop option, we're right here, making sure our hips stay right above our knees. We're not dropping back into the push-up. We're leaning the weight into the upper body and pushing out of the floor. Then on the backs, 10 C crunch. If at any point in that C crunch, guys, you start to feel it in your low back, you can minimize the range of motion. So you can keep the toes elevated, not taking them all the way to the floor. Start to drop them until you feel your low back start to move, and then pull it in from that point. We can modify for everybody and just about everything. Even when I can't see you and don't know what you need, that's what my aim is. Again, guys, in those high knees, lean back ever so slightly so we can try to get the knees to the hip on every time we lift up. Soft tap in the toes. We're not smashing down onto the floor, we're keeping control. And then 10 push-ups. And then C crunch on your back. Another option, guys, you can just keep the knees right above the hips and focus on lifting through the upper body if you need it. We've got 3 minutes left. And I think that was round 3 for me. I don't really know. We're going to say it was round 3. And if you guys want, if you want a little quicker and 7 minutes was a little too much time for you, you can keep going. See if you can get to 70 reps, 2 extra rounds. I think we can do it. Or, if you need the recovery, take the recovery. If you went super quick through those 50 reps, take a breather. It's all good. We don't always have to go, 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 go. And sometimes, getting the heart rate up, bringing it back down, and bringing it back up again, as long as we don't go completely cold when we bring the heart rate back down, is good for an extra calorie burn. Challenging the body to adapt and move quickly through different phases is what helps get us stronger. And since I have no idea what round I'm on, I'm just going until the timer tells me to stop. And we've got 1:15 left. "45 seconds, guys." "25 seconds. Why not do a couple extra jump jacks? Seconds. Whoop. 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, pause. So now we're going to move into the next phase of our workout. This is our stations or our circuit training. So how we're going to move through today, we've got a 5-minute set, a 2-minute set, 5-minute set, 2-minute set. We are going to repeat that 3 times. So 5 minutes upper body, 2 minutes core, 5 minutes lower body, 2 minutes core. The 2 core sets are different. And then we are repeating again that whole thing 3 times. I also just realized I forgot to close out my email, which is not supposed to be, or is supposed to be, sorry, I can't talk. I'm just going to quit Outlook so there's less distraction and interruption on my Facebook. Yes, Stephanie, this will be available for replay. It'll be saved to our Facebook page and uploaded to our YouTube page. All right, guys, so upper body. First move, push up with a row. So again, 3 options: knees, toes, kneeling. I don't know why I said them in that order. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. But anyway, we're going to take a push up and then we're pulling up into a row. So squeezing through the lats and the back of the body. Trying not to lift as we row. Trying to keep the torso square. Then, move number 2, maybe I should bring this on the floor, is going to be a sideline tricep extension. So, we're going to come onto the side of the body, extend the bottom arm out above our head, top arm bends in front of the body. You can bend the bottom knee or keep both legs straight, and we are using the tricep to push up and out of the floor. So, you're going to feel a little bit in the obliques too. But you want the fingertips facing the top of the head, and the back of the arm is what's lifting us. We've got 10 on the right, 10 on the left. Then we've got shoulder push-ups. So we're going to come to a nice high pike position, hips to the ceiling, elbows point out, and we are dropping down and in to a shoulder push-up. If that's a little too intense for you, option you can take is a plank, either on the toes or on the knees, and you can reach and extend forward through the hands to work into the top of the shoulders. So 2 options there. I think my cat just saw a ghost. And then the last one, we've got walkout plank. So everybody's going to come to plank. We are setting the palms, and then we are walking the hands out as far as we can, and then with control, walking back in. So I'm not going to tell you the number of steps to take, but you are stepping out and in 10 times. So all of those are 10 reps, 5 minutes in this set. So when you're ready, we start push-up rows in 3, 2, 1, go. So push-up rows, and it's 10 push-ups total. So push-up, row, 2, 3, 4, whew. Tricep push-ups was a bold choice for me this morning. 6, squeeze the lats, squeeze the shoulder blades in. And I would probably say tricep push-ups was not the best choice for me since we're getting ready to do sideline tricep extensions. So again, top or bottom arm extends long above the head, top arm plants, right about the middle of your rib cage. And again, you can keep the bottom leg straight or you can bend that bottom knee. And then we are lifting up and down, up and down, 10 on each side. Trying to move the body as one. I just realized I was cheating and kept hooking my toes under my couch. Oh yeah, that made a big difference. So there you go. If you need to cheat, if you've got a couch, hook your toes to anchor that bottom part of your body. Ten on one, 10 on the other. Woo! And now try. Again, these are new to me and new to you guys. So what I find I'm doing, I'm using that bottom arm to push up and off the floor. It's not wrong. It's just cheating the move a little bit. So if you feel that happening, just be aware and try to shift your focus to lifting through that single arm that's at the top. And then once you've done these, shoulder push-ups. And again, shoulder push-ups, guys. Hips are up high, elbows to the corners, and we've got 10. Try to bring your biceps right around your ears. And then plank walkouts. Again, number of steps out is up to you, but it's 10 out and in. And try to switch the arm that leads the way. And if you need to, bring the knees down. Wherever you are, knees or toes, guys, make sure your bottom half is at least hip distance apart to help you balance. I definitely screwed up the count on this one. All right, guys, and once you're done, back to the top. So back to those push-up rows. And I want you to really try to pop up into that row. So strong pull, and you want to feel it right through the lat, right through this big wing part of the back as you pull up tall. Minute and a half left, guys. Sideline tricep. Again, that bottom leg can bend if you need it. Ooh, my arms are tired. I don't know why I keep smashing my arm down into the floor. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I can't wait to do 3 whole sets of these. 20 seconds left, guys. Three, 2, and 1. All right, guys, core set, 2 minutes. We start on our back. First one, fingertips are gonna reach to the ceiling, and we are simply reaching up for 10 reps. Then we have bicycle crunches, knees above hips, fingertips to temples, right and left is 1, 10 times. And then last one is 10 leg lifts. So legs out long, we lift legs towards the chest. And if you want, you can add that little lift of the sits bones, but you do not have to do that. So 2 minutes, guys, for those 3 movements. 3, 2, 1. Reach fingertips to ceiling. 10 times. Chin tucked. Then bicycle crunch. Knees above hips. Rotate the ribs. Right and left is 1. This little tie at the back of my shirt is going to have to go because this is just not going to fly for this set. And then once you've done your 10 bicycle crunch, right and left is 1. You've got 10 leg lifts. I can't get it. Oh well, we'll just twist for now. And then leg lifts, guys. A little cheat you can do, place your fingertips right underneath your butt. That'll help you stabilize as you get close to the floor. And if you feel your low back, minimize range. Instead of going all the way to the floor, just dip the toes to about 45 degrees and then use the low abs to pull them back in. Once you've done 10, back to that reach. And then bicycle. And then leg lifts. If you want to make them a little harder, take the hands out to the sides of the body, turn the palms to the ceiling. And again, lift up. Why does 2 minutes seem like such a long time? There we go. 10 seconds left, guys. Three, two, 1. All right, guys, come up to stand. We've got our lower body. So, first move, curtsy lunge to lateral lift. So we are crossing the leg behind, keeping the weight in the front heel, then pushing out of that front heel, lifting the leg to the side, toes to the ceiling. 10 on the right, 10 on the left. Then we've got a lateral squat jump with high knees. So we are going 1, 2, high knees across, that's 1 rep. Then 1, 2, high knees across, 2 reps, 10 times. Then we've got a wide plie squat. So toes and knees to the corners, we are lifted up on our heels, and then we are taking 10 little squat jumps. If you don't want to jump, you can stay grounded and just pulse that squat. Then we've got scissor lunges. So we drop back in. Right and left is 1, 10. So 5 minutes in that set, guys. Curtsy lunges are first. 3, 2, 1, go. So 10 on one side, 10 on the other. So you should feel big work in the outside of the glutes. I would say stay on one side for 10 and then switch. And then step across. And guys, if that lateral lift is throwing you off, just take a low lift to the side. You don't have to go super high with it. You can work to your level. You can even take it as a tap to the side without the lift. Once you've done 10, lateral squat jump, high knees. So we go 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So on that lateral squat jump, your butt is back, hips are down, and then we pull up for that high knee run. And again, you've got 10. Right and left. Squat, jump, jump, high knees is 1. This knot is really in the back of this shirt, and I'm really still trying to get it undone. It's probably because it's been in there like since I got the shirt and I've washed it several times. All right, guys, once you're done those lateral squat jumps, again, toes turn out, heels lift. We've got 3 minutes left, and we pulse 10 times, keeping the hips tucked, belly button in. And then last up, scissors lunge. So we drop down 90-90, lift to the middle, switch. That's 1. So that lift to the middle, we're lifting up on the toes, scooping everything in, tight and tall. Gosh dang it. I'm really on the struggle bus here with this. Oh, there we go. All I had to do was look at it. So down, up, and then you go back to the top, back to that curtsy lunge. And if you don't want to jump, step back. 2 minutes. Curtsy lunge. Step back and lift. You can use the arms for balance. And then switch sides. Drive the heel into the floor. Lateral squat jump. 1, 2, and across. Try to pick a point on the floor that is the length of your jump. As you jump, feet stay right below the hips. So we're not bringing them together and dropping out wide. We want to push off and land evenly. Under a minute to go, guys. Then we've got wide plie squats. So little pops. Then lunge scissor. So you can either step back or you can jump back. I'm stepping because when I just did that first round of demoing the jump, something pulled in my quad. And I got another class to teach today. So I want to make sure I take care of myself. But you can still pause in the middle, get that squeeze. You can even take a calf raise in the middle if you want. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, second core set. Excuse me. We've got mountain climbers. So set the palms into the floor, knees drive into the chest. Right and left is 1, 10 times. Then we have 10 frog jumps. So feet are hips distance. We jump in to an elevated table, back to plank. 10 times. If you don't want to jump, step in and out. Then we're on our backs. Single leg hip bridge. So 10 on one side, 10 on the other. You've got the option if you want to try for a plyometric hip bridge jump. Still make sure your heel connects to the floor every time if you're taking that plyometric option. So again, guys, 2 minutes. First move is that mountain climber. 3, 2, 1, go. 2 minutes. So elbows right under the shoulders, and we drive in 10 times. Then frog jumps. Keep the hips low. Press pressing up and out of the floor. Then on your back for a single leg hip bridge. Again, plyometric or just basic, keeping the feet on the floor. Hips are level. Belly button is still bracing strong. And switch. Halfway, guys. 1 minute down, 1 minute to go. Yep, through one more set. Mountain climbers. And then frog jumps. Again, remember you can step if you don't want to jump. And then hip bridge, single leg. If you don't like the single leg, you can do a double set of double leg bridges. And again, if you want that plyometric option, we're still staying lifted. We are pushing up and out of the floor and then controlling through that landing. Wherever you are, try to turn the palms up so that we're not pushing out of the floor with the hands. We're not taking that cheat. All right, guys, that's time. So that's one round through. We're gonna go again. So upper body, whoops, is first. We start with push-up rows. 5 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go. So 10 push-up rows. Knees, toes, kneeling. Wherever you are, focus on that pull as we push up out of the floor. And you guys can use that push to really power into your row. Whew. And then, after you've done your 10 push-up rows, sideline tricep extensions. So top arm extends, legs go long, and we push up and out. If you guys need a cheat, or if you need to use a little less resistance, bend that bottom arm and allow it to assist in that press up off the floor. It doesn't lead, still the top arm working, still that tricep working, but you can decrease range and decrease intensity. I don't know, or maybe you guys are like, I don't know what you're talking about. These are easy. I don't know why you're struggling so much. And then it's just me talking into these options for myself. Then shoulder push-ups. Or remember your option, you can take that plank reach to the front of the room. 10 here, guys. Ooh, and then last move is your plank walkout. So again, knees or toes, wherever you are, lower body hip distance or a little bit wider, and then we're stepping out as far as we can, and then walking back. And as you step out, guys, make sure your body is not doing this. We want to hold steady through the midsection, working through the shoulders by isolating everything else. And then you're back to the top of the push-up rows. And again, I feel like a broken record. You know, wherever you're working, you can find challenge, you can find intensity. And on that first set of push-ups with the row, I'd rather you focus on the row and really feel the back of the body as opposed to feeling the front of the body. Side tricep extensions. And a minute and a half to go. And then shoulder push-ups, guys. Pike those hips. Get the weight over the hands. Elbows to the corners. Whew. All right, and then walk out planks. We got 30 seconds left. Three, two, one. Whew. All right, guys. First core set, we're on our back. Crunch lift, bicycle crunch, leg lifts. 10 of each. So lay back. 2 minutes starts. In 3, 2, 1, go. Reach to the ceiling 10 times. Draw the ribs down towards your hips. Bicycle crunch. Elbows stay wide. Twist from your shoulder. Option if you need it, you can leave the feet on the floor and pull across. Or you can tap the toe down instead of extending the foot long. All right, guys, and then leg lifts. Legs are long. Use the low abs to pull in and then control that descent to the floor. Back to the reach. And if you guys want, try lifting the heels off the floor for a little bit more intensity and a little bit more focus through the core on that reach. Bicycle crunch. Guys, we've been here a bunch. Make sure elbows stay wide. Pull the shoulders back and rotate through the ribs. Think like you're wringing out a rag. That's what you want that sensation to be through the middle of the body. You got 30 seconds left, team. Ten seconds. Three, two, one. All right, guys, come on up. We got lower body. So curtsy lunge with the lift, lateral squat, jump high knees, plie squat, and scissor lunges. 5 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go. So curtsy lunge to lift. Little hesitation there. I didn't know what it was going to feel like. So as you're taking that lift, guys, we are flexing the foot. We're using the quad and the hip to lift and a little bit into the obliques too. And even in the curtsy lunge, guys, as you step back, we still want to make sure the knee is tracking over the second and third toe. So should stay right in line with the ankle. And you should be able to see your big toe at the bottom of that lunge. Whoop. If you lose your balance, it's okay. Get right back in there. Lateral squat, high knees. Remember, 1, 2, and across. And if you're at a point where you don't want to take that big lateral jump, take a big step across and then take the high knees. So really wide, staying low, and then high knees across. You can even march the high knees if you need that choice. We just gotta move. And then guys, wide plie. So toes out, knees out, heels lift, sit down, and little pops. Oop. If you're on hardwood, don't pop on a spot of sweat and wipe out. That would be bad. Or if you don't want to leave the floor, you can pulse. But really try to get those heels up high. And then scissor lunge. Or if you're me and you did something to your quad and stepping back doesn't feel very good, you can try a single leg squat to calf raise, single leg squat to calf raise. Pretty different, but at least we're still working, right? Wherever you are, single leg squat or single leg lunge. Front knee is above the ankle, and that lunge, back knee goes 90 degrees to the floor. And then when we lift, we're super tall. And then we go back to the start. So back to the curtsy lunge. So we are working both sides of the body, but different muscles on those sides. So on the front leg, it's the glute and the outer thigh. On the back leg, top of the quad, still a little bit outer thigh, and obliques. You can use the arms, use those runner arms to counterbalance. And switch. Well, when you've done 10. One minute to go, guys. Lateral squat, high knees. 1, 2, and across. So that whole time, chest is lifted. I'm going to try to actually do 10 this time, which is why I'm being quiet, so I can count. Woo! 5 seconds. Plie squats real quick. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. Second round of core training. Mountain climbers, frog jumps, single leg hip bridge, 2 minutes. Three, 2, 1. Go. 10 mountain climbers. Knees into the chest. And then 10 frog jumps. Keep the hips low. When we come in, knees hover about 5 inches above the floor, and our back is flat. And then hip bridge, single, double, plyo, your choice. Just keep those hips driving high, heels driving down. Ten on one, 10 on the other. Palms to the ceiling, don't push off the floor. You got 45 seconds, flip it back over. Keep moving. If you need an option, guys, you can slow down those mountain climbers a bit, tap the toes. And then frog jumps. Big plant in the palms. So yes, this is core, but you should still feel it in your upper body. 15 seconds. On your backs. 3, 2, 1. Hold, guys. All right. So we are going to finish with a little cardio-focused mobility work. So we're still working, we're still moving at a pace that should keep our heart rate up, but we're going to help loosen up some of those muscles. So this is kind of like a modified cool down. So check it out. First move is going to be a walkout or inchworm to a scorpion. So we start standing, hinge from the hips, walk forward all the way to the floor, hands go out wide, bend one leg, rotate through the hip, tap the toe behind, trying to keep as much of your upper body on the floor as possible, switch sides, and then we walk back. So 60 seconds of that move. Next move, we are going to come to either a hurdler stretch or a pigeon, and we are leaning forward and then pushing up. Leaning forward, pushing up. 30 seconds on one, then we switch, 30 seconds on the other. Then, table with a reach. So, butt on the floor, palms down, we lift up and tap down, switch sides. Then last move is a down dog to a spider lunge. So hips pike, and then we step through, hips pike, step through. So 60 seconds of each move, 2 times through, we do not stop. And that's where we're going to finish. So your heart rate should still stay up. Oops. 1 minute, walk out to spider, or scorpion, excuse me. I can't keep my insects straight. 3, 2, 1. 1 minute. So walk all the way out, plant the whole body, hands go out to a T, bend the knee, rotate trying to tap whatever portion of the foot to the floor that you can, and then switch sides. Square back up, plant the palms, and then we walk back and stand tall. And then just roll through that at your own tempo. So the goal, guys, is to be able to keep as much of the upper body planted as you can as you open into your scorpion. So we're challenging hip mobility, thoracic mobility, and then with that walkout, we're still working on upper body and core strength. And because we're moving at a pace for a set time, we're keeping our heart rate up. You guys have 15 seconds left, 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Now we've got our pigeon. So we've got 30 seconds on one side. So bring one knee to the front, hurdler or pigeon. We lean through and then push up and open. So stretch in the outer hip and glute of the front leg. And then again, working on thoracic mobility. Five more seconds on this side, then we switch. All right, switch legs, guys, switch legs. So other knee comes to the front, and again, lean in, open up. As we open up, try to lift through your chest, rotate through the shoulders, rotate through the ribs. Hopefully this feels good. 3, 2, 1. Scoot onto your butt, tabletop with the reach behind. So palms plant. We lift the hips, arm reaches above the opposite shoulder, and then we reset and switch sides. So we're pushing the hips to the ceiling, opening through the front of the body, and then extending through the shoulders and the back body. So still working the posterior chain by lifting up and out of the floor. Make sure you brace through your midsection and control yourself back to the floor. So don't just smash down. Nice, easy reset, guys. All right, guys, last move. Down dog to spider lunge. 3, 2, 1. So hips are up, and then we step through long, trying to get the front heel next to the palm, opening up through the hips, and then back to that down dog, and then switch legs. And you can take whatever time you want to pause in either end of that stretch. In our down dog, biceps are around the ears, hips are lifted tall. We try to press down through the heels. If your heels aren't on the floor, that's okay. And if you need to, guys, you can bring that back knee down too to allow yourself to lift a little more into the stretch. All right, guys, back to the top. Walk out with scorpion. 3, 2, 1, go. So roll forward, walk all the way down. Torso plants, bend the knee, and then switch sides. And then we walk back up. Last 4 minutes of the workout, guys. Make sure you breathe. I just noticed I was holding my breath as I lifted my heel and rotated over, which does no good for anybody. All right, guys, switch it up. Pigeon, hurdler with that T rotation. 30 seconds on one, 30 seconds on the other. So lean in, find the stretch, and then press up, find the rotation. So as you're rotating, try to make sure your hips are not changing position. Wherever they are is where they stay as we rotate through the upper body. Keep moving. switch sides, switch sides. So really plant the palm of that hand that's staying on the floor. So we can really lift up and away from the floor to extend through the upper body as we lift out of that stretch. All right, guys, 2 more. Table with that back reach. 3, 2, 1. Go, 1 minute. And guys, one thing you can do here, play with the position of your fingers. Maybe facing forward is good for you, 45 degrees, all the way back. It depends on your body and what's the most comfortable for you. I think I tend to be more of a 45-degree angle person. So reach up and switch sides. And again, make sure you're not smashing down into that bottom piece of the, what am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. Just make sure you control the way back down. Don't just smash your butt onto the floor. That's what I was going for. Almost there, guys, and then we got one more move. All right, last move. Down dog to that spider lunge. Ready? Steady, go. So hips up tall, push back, and then step through. So when we step through, guys, we should be coming into a plank, shoulders above wrists. Then we push back from that position, lifting into the down dog. Again, ears between the biceps. And then once again, we step forward, bringing the hips low so we find that stretch. And again, guys, take your time, find the stretch. Last move of the workout. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, guys. That does it for our boot camp today. Hopefully your heart rate started to come down a little bit in that final section. If you need to, take any more time that you have to cool down. Take a couple more stretches. Shoulders got a lot of work today. Quads, loosen them up, shake them out, stretch them out. And if you guys have any questions, any feedback, please feel free to share. I do come back and check the comments on these videos to see what you guys are saying, how you're checking in. And I do have one question if you guys are watching this or if you feel like commenting. What music are you all listening to while you're doing that workout? Thanks, Lori. Just out of curiosity, because, you know, sometimes or someday, hopefully we'll be back in the studio doing this together again, or maybe outside somewhere. And then I'll be able to make a playlist. And I'm just curious what you guys like to listen to, so I can incorporate that as much as I can. So just curious if you feel like sharing, let me know what music you're listening to, what you like to work out to, get your groove onto. And yeah, guys, have a great day. Thank you.